let's say I'd be looking into doing video, and I'm looking through your portfolio, and I'm looking through other videographer portfolios. What are three things that I should be looking for? What am I looking for when deciding whether I'm going to use Mendy Green or somebody else?
Absolutely. I think the first thing that anyone could do when they're looking for a videographer and trying to establish whether they're the right choice for their business is by looking at their work. If a video producer doesn't have a body of work that you can look at or a portfolio, I would just, they're not in the running. Unless what you're looking for is like your nephew with his like point and shoot camera. If you're looking for a video producer who's going to help you establish what you need to be working on and then move you through the process confidently, then you need to look at their work and establish, are they even capable of what we're looking for? It is absolutely, the burden is on the client who's paying and swiping their card. The burden is on them to establish whether or not they even like the style of the creator. So to bring on a creator and then have them make work and then look at it afterwards and be like, this is not the style that we want. That's not okay to do it to a creator, because if that work reflects, that's their style. Why'd you bring on that creator with that style and you didn't even look at their work? Why'd you spend thousands of dollars without looking at their work? So that's the number one thing. Look at their work and make sure that you like their style. Make sure that creatively do you connect is the first question.
Okay.
The second thing I would look for in a quality video producer is, are they good communicators? Because they really need to be able to ask all the right questions to be able to establish what you're looking for, and then confidently guide you through the process, which demands expert communication. If they're not properly relaying what you need to hear and asking for the information that they need, that is a guaranteed headache. Yeah, you're moving into a process that's automatically just going to be very, very difficult. The video production process demands very thorough communication on both ends, and if immediately you're picking up that this video producer is not the best communicator, that's a red flag, and that's the sign that you need to move on to your next choice. The third thing I would look for in a video producer is, do they ask questions? If they don't ask you questions straight off the bat, then things come up along the way, and these things typically increase budgets, and they demand, there's financial implications to not asking the right questions and then needing to figure stuff out at the end. For example, if the video producer doesn't ask you what type of video you're looking for and sets up for a different type of set that you were looking for, and you needed to come down again, to give you a very real example of how not planning and asking the right questions can cost a client more money down the line, is back in the beginning, very early parts of my career, I had a client insist that they wanted to wing a course. So they were going to talk to a camera and completely just wing their entire thing. And I allowed them to do it. I didn't insist that they write down what they wanted to say and then have it up on a teleprompter, at least as a prompt, so that they don't forget what they wanted to say. And at the end of the shoot, we collapsed everything. We had rented a studio, and the client got home, looked up over and realized, wow, I forgot a very important detail that I needed to say in my course. And then hired us to come down, set up the cameras and lights and everything again, exactly how we had done it the first time. And that cost them. So there's two lessons there. Number one, we insist on scripts. We will not work with clients that insist on winging their content. The other lesson there, had we not asked for and insisted on the scripts, we could have really helped her forgo all that extra cost. And knowing to ask the right questions saves our clients tremendously in the long run.
Wow. Okay, so just to recap, and I've been listening. So the three things to look out for are primarily creative style. Make sure that you jibe with the videographer's creative style. The second is communication. Make sure the communication is clear, smooth, will be easy, and will be kept up throughout the project. And number three is questions. Make sure that there are many questions asked at the beginning, because that's amazing that that there are financial implications if the right questions aren't asked early on. That's incredible.